Hey guys, welcome back. It is TechLock here. Happy Friday. Last night we got a new FEH channel, some new updates in the game, and I'm going to try something new. Haven't checked it out, saw those announced, but I'm going to actually record my initial reactions to the actual FEH channel. So let's see how this goes. Let's see what's in store for the game coming up. Ooh, that's loud. I can't be the only one annoyed by FEH's voice, so I'm going to keep it turned down just a little bit. Yeah, mostly just going to try to record my audio. I'm assuming most of you have already watched the FEH channel, so you already know what she's saying. And hopefully you're here just to know my interpretation of it, or what I think about the state of the game because of this FEH channel. So if you really want to hear what she's saying, go watch the actual Nintendo Mobile, but I'm going to try to keep that audio as low as possible so I can record my audio, and she's just really annoying. Sorry, guys. See, I just ranted for a minute. We didn't miss anything. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. I've seen them do this a lot with every new FEH channel. They add new stuff for the R&R. Okay, so this is going to be Halloween themed. Okay, but why do you want to grow them? I mean, I guess you're right to answer that, but that's my initial question is why do you want to grow them? Okay, I mean, this is a cute mini game. It's like Cooking Mama, I guess. It's not really Fire Emblem. Okay, you can't really grow eggs and meat. Oh, I guess FEH will provide those ingredients. Okay, so now this is useful. Growing dragon flowers. Obviously, dragon flowers are very important for increasing unit stats. So typically you get, if I'm not mistaken, it's 60 dragon flowers on the first day you log in, and then 10 dragon flowers each day afterwards. So you can grow, or you get 60 affinity the first day you log in and actually access one of your structures, and then it's 10 affinity each day after that. So I believe you can grow 10 dragon flowers per week, I'm assuming. But you better harvest them because it looks like they can die. Jeez. So I imagine at this point a lot of people are going to just be growing dragon flowers? Unless there's something else that... Okay, so I guess this is what you can do with your crops that you grow. Again, Cooking Mama. This is not truly Fire Emblem. I guess I would like to see them separate out a little bit more. I'll circle back around to this. Let's see what she's doing here. So we're preparing meals. Squash tart does not sound very appetizing, in my personal opinion. Okay. So I guess this is why you would grow crops, to get certain rewards, but don't you get like 400 feathers for Arena Assault? And that's a lot quicker than spending 6 days growing vegetables, blah blah blah. I'm not sure about that. I'm going to pause it real quick, just to kind of speak about that just a little bit. I wish they kind of would separate the Aether Resort from the actual gameplay, because right now it seems like they're kind of just going in two separate directions. They have the actual battling and strategy part, which again, I'm using the word strategy very loosely here, but you have the strategy part, which is arena, initial maps, rival domains, Aether raids, and then you have this kind of more calming, I don't even know what the word for it is, but non-competitive gameplay. Uh, Obviously, it wasn't exactly gameplay prior, as we only had kind of very, very minuscule mini games. Mini games even a stretch. So, like when you talk about the trying on accessories, trying on weapons, going to the concert hall, that sort of things. Obviously, there's just fun things to poke around with. I think the biggest aspect of that mini game, so to speak, was designing your town. Like I know I've spent probably about a couple hours rearranging my town to make it look cool. But now there actually is things you can do that are not in typical Fire Emblem fashion. And keep in mind, I understand that with new Fire Emblem games, they have, um, especially with Three Houses, there's a lot more aspects than just the battling. But when I talk about Fire Emblem, I come from the old games. I've played for like numerous times when I can count Fire Emblem 6, 7, and 8. Those are like the three that I know by heart. Fire Emblem 6, Fire Emblem 8 especially, and so to me, when I think about Fire Emblem, I think about strategy and battling. So this is a completely, entirely different game style, and I wish they'd separate it a little bit more. I think that they should probably give it its own place on the map, probably move Training Tower somewhere else, and just put this kind of, not, I don't know if lackadaisical is the right word, but non-combat gameplay, so it's like cooking and farming, these more serene game types, I guess, that they're trying to get into. Again, not a bad. I know that it appeals to a lot of players. I know there's a lot of games out there like that where it's just you can go in, doesn't boil your blood like getting blown apart in Aether Raids does. So I could definitely see its place in the game, but it's kind of shocking. But I wish they would separate it out a little bit more, not try to kind of combine it with Aether Raids. Sorry, I just had to stop and kind of say that. I just wish it was more separated out. Okay, so any new heroes? Okay, the hair on the first one makes me think this is Larachel, or Larachel, however you say her name. That hair could only be Larachel, and I only know this because I just played Sacred Stones. I finished it yesterday. So that has to be Larachel in the middle. I actually have no idea who else it could be. So, yeah, no, that hair is unmistakably Larachel. I mean, if we're going with themes here, this could be Dolza and that could be Rennick, maybe? Because in the game, she appears with Dolza and Rennick. Obviously, Rennick joins later if you have once you talk to her Larachel, but I mean, I guess those would be the three that you would get. Those are probably two. I'm not even going to attempt that. They're too generic. That's another Tiki, I swear. Sorry, I just had to pause it there and guess. Ooh, I was right. Wow, and she looks good. Damn. It's actually really funny. Obviously, Fire Emblem is supposed to be kind of like a Middle Ages themed game, but as a mad scientist, it seems like a very, very modern take. And there's Dolza. I don't like his artwork as much. It looks more like a Frankenstein thing, but it's very interesting to see them with these very modern get-ups. Not so much Dolza here, but certainly Larachel looks more modern than the Middle Ages typed theme that Fire Emblem typically revolves around. So that's cool. Dolza's new to the game. Wait, so is Rennick going to be a Tempest Trial hero, maybe? Okay, so So I guess I was right. These were different game. I guess the two other heroes on the left side are me from two different games, and I have no idea who that is. But I never played Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn. Well, I've tried to, but it's really hard to get your hands on a copy. It looks like Wolt, but it cannot be Wolt. Rolf, okay. Cool sprite. Not sure if I... Again... certainly... Okay, I screwed the pooch on that one. Wait, why are there two heroes? So, is that just a weird aesthetic choice? Okay, so it's just one unit then? Wait, what? A new... Okay. Is it like pair up? That you can only pair up with themselves? Maybe? Okay, so... Oh, I didn't even notice that button down there. So you can't switch them, but it's like another ability with the hero. Also, that BST looks insane. Okay. Okay, let's take a pause here, because this is absolutely insane. So we have Gen 1 units who haven't gotten their weapon refined yet, and now we're getting units like Hector and Lilina. I like how it says dressed up duo here, but it only says Hector, it doesn't even mention Lilina. But we're getting units like Hector and Lilina who have 185 BST. They have premier skills, if I was correct. Let's backtrack a little bit. Oops. Yeah, premier skills. Bonfire. Well, we don't know what Conjurer Curious is, but I'm sure it's going to be a pref axe because it doesn't have the plus next to it. Distant counter, odd follow up, which means you probably guaranteed to follow up on odd turns. Not as reliable. I don't know. Honestly, quick riposte might be a better option there, but who knows? But it looks like it's an exclusive premium. Probably not exclusive since it's follow-up 3, but it does look like a premium new skill and Hone Armor, premium skill. So we have Gen 1 units who don't have their weapon refines yet, but we have this unit who has 185 BST, premier skills, better weapons than they would ever imagine, probably better seals than Gen 1 units, and they have this additional effect, this additional combat effect, which this one looks like it deals like 20 damage, 15 or 20 damage. I wasn't paying that much attention. 15 or 20 damage during combat. So while we're still waiting for units to get weapon refines, we now have units who have additional combat effects. So these units are going to be insanely powerful. This does significantly impact the meta. It's another dimension to games. It's like arena assault, but it's like using the charms in arena assault, but you can use them on any map, and they're just built in with the character. So, yeah, this is a character a character type, I should say, that's going to be absolutely critical coming up. Okay, that's fan service, and I appreciate that. That's good they included that.
Yes. What is it, my dear?
Will that kid come back to play again?
That kid.
Sewing the Lelina Roy ship here.
Hollywood's boy, Roy. Of course he will.
Before Hector hated him for hitting on his daughter. So I got some of them right. Okay. I'm getting better at this. It's upsetting. Wish they included Rennick into the game along with La Rochelle and Dolza. That'd been fun. Oh, we get roll for free. Oh, thank you, IS. You are a kind and generous god. I know people are going to be summoning a lot in this banner. Hey, La Rochelle just looks incredible. And then obviously having the new hero, the duo hero, Hector and Lelina. That's going to be critical, especially when it comes to Arena and other game modes. So thank you for providing us, I guess, essentially 25 free orbs to summon on that. So that's very good, and that's very nice of IS. Happy they did that. Okay. So remember in the past and other celebrations, yeah, okay, just special events, 2 and 5 time XP and SP, login bonus, Aether Raid's quests, which I'm sure will get special structures. Yeah, daily reward maps. Looks like there's 7, just of all the Halloween units. Yeah. 1 orb per map, probably normal and hard difficulty, 1 at level 5, 1 at level 15, should just be 14 free orbs right there. Nice, 14 free orbs, I'll take it. Okay. So I'm assuming there's going to be 4 orbs and a 3-star hero, like most Bound Hero battle quests, which is nice. More orbs. Oh, I remember this. It's been a while since I did one of these. Yeah, I don't know why they make it a quiz event, just because, if I remember correctly, it was a very, very simple Twitter question. So basically just give us the 10 orbs of 5,000 feathers. 10 orbs are much more valuable than 5,000 feathers nowadays. Aether Resort quests? That'll be interesting to see what those are. I don't know what you can really do in Aether Resorts. Maybe part of the growing stuff. Is this replacing Training Tower? Okay, so it's a new event. So it's not replacing Training Tower. It's just going to go into the bottom right hand special events. So you're just getting free heroes? I have no idea why they're calling them former units, but it looks like their units are just giving you that you have to use. You can't use your own units. Okay. Similar to Arena. Yes, Faye, tell us, what makes them special? Right, so a little bit more of a challenge. So maybe like a little more advanced version of tactics drills, where you're using these units at a lower level We have to pay attention to their stats.
Just like heroes, normal units can level up by felling foes. They even gain levels at a faster rate than heroes do. They grow up so quickly. Hey! Whoa! I got through it somehow.
Okay, let's see.
Cleared a map. You'll be given a chance to improve a forma. It's not just weapons and skills. I can even choose sacred seals or merges. Since skills appear at random, your forma may get really lucky and have the chance to learn a super powerful skill.
Okay, so are you keeping this forma throughout the entire duration of the event?
Wow! Look at that forma go!
Not the skill I would have picked there, but okay.
Looks like I can keep progressing. All right, let's keep fluffing along. Let's go. Take this.
I'm on it.
And that. Here I go. Heading out.
Okay, yeah, so it looks like you continue using your units that you are originally gifted. I don't think you're gifted them, you only use them for the duration of the event, but you get them originally at level 10 or whatever level they decide, and you level them up, and
Pick and choose who to improve. I have some tough decisions ahead of me. You can earn in-game rewards like the one shown here from Hall of Forms. A reward
Okay.
will be yours the first time you clear each
Similar
chamber.
to Roker Sieges or
And get all those rewards while I'm at it.
Grand Heroes.
Hall of Forms.
Not Grand Hero Battles, Grand Conquest.
12 a.m. Pacific time. That's all for today, Summit.
Okay, we don't need to hear your closing, but in summary, wow, okay, that last part I am super, super excited about. That really reminds me of kind of the core gameplay and finally bringing some randomness and RNG into the game apart from just summoning. It's kind of like when you obviously level ups will still be, I'm sure level ups aren't random, but you get the units at level 10, you can choose who you want to level up, so it's going to be more strategy based on making sure each unit you allocate EXP accordingly. So, or if you just want to make one massive unit, you can certainly do that as well. And then I guess it's kind of the RNG of leveling up would equate to getting those skills. And as Faye said, those skills and those weapons are completely random. So I love this new event. I think this event will be fantastic for people who play this game, coming from the original, who come from the original Fire Emblem background. I know there's a lot of people who play this game who haven't played any of the games before, just like mobile games, and maybe this isn't for them. But this is, I think, of the best recreation of Fire Emblem in its totality, including the randomness of level ups and the randomness of, obviously they don't have the randomness of combat, whether it's hit, crits, whatever, but bringing in that RNG is exciting, and also making sure you can't just spam units. You can't just spam units, and you can't just spam maps to get them to a certain level. No, you have to be really, really careful with who you attack with, so you make sure you allocate EXP accordingly. That's really cool. It'll also be interesting to see if they are essentially classic mode or casual mode, seeing as you progress up the tower. That would be a really cool feature. If you progress up the tower and you lose a unit, you cannot continue to use that unit unless you want to go back and replay that chapter or restart the tower again. Now, that would be a really cool feature, and that would make it very, very similar to the original games. But apart from that, I think that's cool. I think it's introducing randomness to the game. I think it's introducing more strategy, more long-term strategy. Obviously, you have strategies to beat maps. I mean, you have the abyssal challenges. That does take strategy. But when now you're introducing long-term strategy. You're trying to chain together maps more than just a chain challenge. Try to blast through it. You're trying to take care of units, trying to make sure your allies get enough growth, trying to make sure, hopefully, praying that you get lucky enough to get good skills. And then you have to choose which skills to give to them to make them the best possible units they can be. So that, I think, is the biggest takeaway. Very excited for the new units. I think this duo hero unit is going to be completely overshadows pair-up units. Also, I don't really know anyone who uses the pair-up units except for the allegiance battles. So I think pair-up was kind of a flop a little bit. Now they're introducing these duo heroes who now have these extra effects, extra battle effects, which is absolutely insane. Immediately power creeps them over any unit in the game currently. So everyone will be summoning to try to get a Hector and just be able to use him. Unfortunately, I can't wait to see until there's pair-up heroes that actually have more move than one move, or maybe they will be all armored because it's two heroes. I mean, two heroes equals more mass, equals less move. But who knows? I can imagine having pair-up cavaliers where there's two people on the back on the back of a horse. It'll also be really interesting to see who they pair up. And I swear to God, if they pair up Erica and Ephraim, just giving more fuel to the incest rumors. Jesus Christos. Yeah, just don't do that, IS. How about you ship Ephraim and Laura Shell? I mean, literally the end of the game is Laura Shell talking to Ephraim about getting betrothed. So we all know who gets shipped in that game, and it's not incest. It's not, guys. It's not. So don't do that to us. Don't do it to my boy Ephraim. But apart from that, again, the Aether Resort update. It's cool. Not for me personally. Very Farmville, very Cooking Mama-esque. But I mean, it's variety. That's what you get in this game, is a lot of variety of how you want to play the game. So again, that's their kind of reach out to expand a larger audience. I'm sure there's people who just like to summon and like to kind of mess around in their Aether Resort, and that's perfectly fine. But it's just not the way I like to play the game. And then I'm obviously excited for extra orbs and the extra quests on top of our normal challenges in the game. So I think this is one of the best FEH channels to date. Very excited for Hall of Forms. Very excited for the Halloween heroes. Kind of worried about the new duo heroes. I think that's a little bit of power creep. I think that's very excessive. I'm still waiting for Original Zura to get a better lance than Sapphire Lance Plus. Come on, IS. It's time. But yeah, let me know what you think of the new FEH channel, what you're excited for. I mean, there's so much to talk about. What do you think of the new Aether Resorts? What do you think of the new heroes, with the new duo hero with Hector and Lelina? Whether you'll be summoning or not. I mean, I would imagine a lot of people are going to be summoning just for Hector. I'll also try to summon for Laura Shell because I think she's adorable in that outfit. Not much to say about the festivals, celebrations, other than a lot of nice orbs and EXP and SP. And then finally, this new form. I'm personally the new Hall of Forms mode. I'm personally very, very excited for it. I really hope it becomes a very big part of the game. Right now, it feels like they're trying to just push out new game modes because we've had Roper Sieges. There's only been It's only been like 3 iterations of that so far, and they're already coming out with House of Forms. So I really hope House of Forms take off. I think it'd be cool to add it as a permanent fixture in the game. Right now, I assume it's just going to be a short-term event like Grand Conquest, like Broker Sieges, like Forging Bonds, like Lost Lore. Oh yeah, and Lost Lore, that's another one that just came out like a month ago. So a lot of new game types that are coming out. So it'll be interesting to see. I think right now there's a lot of content in this game. There's a ton of content. So I would not be surprised if something is removed or stripped away from the game. As sometimes there is such a thing as too much, and I think right now we're bordering on too much. But if we keep getting content like focusing on Hall of Forms, focusing on some of the stuff that's more involved in the player, some of the stuff like Lost. I mean, obviously there's a lot of great rewards from Forging Bonds and Lost Lore, but they are honestly kind of mindless, guys. If you don't think so, let me know, but I really do think those 2 game modes are essentially very mindless. And I mean, I appreciate the rewards, but I mean, it takes me about 30 seconds a day to take care of those. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of those two didn't survive to the end of the year. Well, probably not the end of the year. That's probably too short of a time frame, but wouldn't survive till, I guess, the third anniversary of the game. But we'll certainly see. But best FEH channel in a long time. Let me know what you guys think. Time for me to stop rambling, and hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.